third spring.
You did?
I got to have the whole spring with him before we ever played a season. Okay. So we're going into my third season, but I just finished my third spring.
So as your third spring, how does it rank against the other two?
Well, the first spring was really hard because we only had 3 coaches and myself. And so there was a lot of like split days where we only did defense. And that was it. You know, we worked on our defensive stuff, and then the next day we'd do offense, and we'd work just on offense. So both coaches would coach in both ways. Everybody had an offensive position, everybody had a defensive position. You know, was it fair to our coaches? Probably not. Do we look like we know what we were doing when we got to the game? I don't think so. I don't think we were where I thought we should be or where we could be, kind of thing. But we handled it a little bit better than I thought it would overall. The score was definitely not in our favor. I believe we lost 42-0, and we struggled. We looked like we were real young and not well coached and those kind of things. Now the second spring was a completely different atmosphere because we had a bunch of kids coming back, a bunch of kids that wanted to prove that they could play football, a bunch of kids that had bought into our weight room stuff, and they had a whole year of training under their belt, and we had more coaches. So we showed up with the intent on playing good football that night. And we beat Father Lopez, and we tied University Christian last year in our Jamboree type thing. And we played with the intent to run around and be good that night. And we were definitely a good football team at that point last year. And I think our kids had a lot of pride in that and wanted to prove to people that we could play. Mm-hmm. And I think that carried over, and we had a good summer, and then it led to a really good fall for us. Kind of had the same feel after last Friday, that these kids kind of believe in what we're doing and we're doing it right, and that's all you can ever hope for, is that we're taking care of our business, controlling our destiny, and going out and playing the best football we can play.
It sticks out to me as a motivator. Like, he really, I guess, knows how to get the kids the most out of each player that he sees, and I think that's important. Some of these kids, they don't know what they can do, what they're going to be, and he sees the potential and he pushes it.
I think the spring is mainly just to get out there and run around and to have some fun, and to also just practice your craft and just bring in some new guys that, since the seniors graduated and whatnot, so everybody get used to where they're playing at. And I think we probably about 10 steps ahead of where we were last spring, because the tempo of practice, the way we played in the game this year, it was all different than it was last year.
Right.
I mean, like, we just had Coach Ripley then, and I just felt like we were way ahead of where we were last year.
It's like none I've ever seen. He's so dedicated and committed to the game and committed to Matanzas football. It's just, that's why we've come so far so fast. It's there's no doubt about it. You know, culturally we needed to change from an athletic perspective, probably across the board, especially football. But he grabbed him and said, we're going to do it. And he's forced the willpower on it, and then get some other influences, you know, new principal with some NFL experience, and you start to see the mindset start to shift. The coach has some backup, some belief coming from behind him from that perspective, and we watched the team early last year before the summer.
Learning our stuff, being confident in what we're doing. You know, we don't throw the whole playbook at them. You know, I think on the play sheet I don't know, we had 19 plays, you know, that could go in both directions. So, you know, so there's 38 of them, you know, so there's 38 plays. And then we had 3 or 4 screens. We had, you know, 1 or 2 gimmicks. So we probably had 45 plays for the spring total.
Get up, stand up, let's go. Say go. Better. That's good, no.
What is juice in your mind?
In my mind, I think juice is just the want to practice, the want to be out there, and the energy level that, you know, this is what you want to do, this is who you are, and we're out here and we're trying to get better. Like, rather than just being out there and it's a punishment, or like being out there like we're just running sprints. Like, that's, everybody's just tired or frustrated, or just, instead of just getting beat and wanting to keep going, like paired up against Kubiet, wanting to keep going after him, or say like we're driving Kubiet good that day and he's getting frustrated. Juice is the want to keep coming, like keep battling, battle the hot sun, battle everything, and just finish strong. Be a strong-willed person and make a good practice out of it. That's the Juice.
1, 2, 3, finish!
We got our 17 days of practice in. We got a chance to get our freshmen and sophomores out there to see them and see what they're about. Got to wiggle around and play tonight. I thought our offense executed, for the most part, kind of what we thought they would do. We didn't block as well as I'd hope. But we executed some stuff in our screen game. We executed some stuff that we had been working on in our passing game. And, we committed 3 turnovers. Anytime you commit 3 turnovers, it's going to be hard to win the game. I don't care what level you're playing at.
Family on 3, family on 3! 1, 2, 3, family!
A lot of old school coaching, and he's a very much an old school style. But it's what they need a little bit. It's we need to be pushed, and he pushes.